Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something that could take your Marvel Rivals gameplay to the next level: team compositions. You might think that picking your favorite hero is enough, but in reality, the right team composition can make or break your game. Whether you're climbing the ranks or just want to improve your gameplay, understanding team synergy is crucial. Stick around as we break down the science of building the perfect team in Marvel Rivals. First things first, why does team composition matter? In Marvel Rivals, it's not just about picking the strongest heroes. It's about making sure each hero works together in harmony. Think of it like a band. You can have the best musicians, but if they don't play together, it's going to sound like noise. Team composition ensures that each role, whether it's damage dealers, supports, or tanks, supports one another, maximizing your chances of winning. Let's talk about the core roles in any successful team composition. Most teams in Marvel Rivals will revolve around three main types of heroes: DPS, damage dealers, tanks, and supports. But it's not just about picking one of each. It's about finding heroes that fit well together in these roles. DPS, damage dealers, are the backbone of your team's offensive strategy. They deal the most damage, but they need protection. Some are better at long-range damage, while others shine in close combat. It's important to have a balanced mix so you can tackle both situations. Tanks are your team's front line. Their role is to soak up damage and create space for the DPS to do their work. A good tank knows when to initiate fights and when to back off. If your tank isn't strong enough or doesn't have the right abilities, your team will struggle to hold the line. Supports can make or break a team's durability. They keep the team alive through healing, shields, or buffs, and they often have abilities that disrupt the enemy's plans. Choosing the right support can give your team the edge, especially in clutch moments. Now the secret sauce of any great composition? Synergy. You can't just slap a tank, DPS, and support together and hope for the best. Successful teams have synergy, when each hero's abilities complement the others. Let's break down a few synergy types to watch for when building your team. Offensive synergy is all about pairing DPS heroes with abilities that enhance each other. For example, a tank that can crowd control enemies, paired with a DPS that thrives on taking down enemies who are stunned, creates a brutal combination. Think about how Captain Marvel and Thor can work together with a tank that disrupts enemy positioning. Defensive synergy focuses on making your team hard to kill. A great defensive synergy might involve a tank who can create barriers or absorb damage, combined with a support who can heal or shield. This strategy is often used for longer engagements where you need to wear down the enemy while staying alive. Utility synergy comes into play with heroes that offer additional value through buffs or debuffs. For example, a hero that can speed up movement and attack rates for your team or slow down the enemy's attack speed. These utility heroes can give your team that extra edge that makes a huge difference in close matches. Another thing to keep in mind is the map and game mode you're playing. A good team composition adapts to the environment. For example, a map with a lot of tight corners and narrow lanes might favor a tank-heavy team, whereas open maps could benefit from long-range DPS heroes. On small, tight maps, you'll want a tank who can block narrow entrances and create chaos, while your DPS focuses on getting up close to finish off enemies. A healer support will keep your team topped off in these intense, close-quarter engagements. On wide open maps, ranged DPS heroes can dominate. A combination of mobility and high damage abilities from DPS, along with a support who can reposition or boost movement, will keep the enemy on their toes. So how do you build the perfect team composition? Here's a quick checklist to follow. Balance your roles. Make sure you have a good mix of tanks, DPS, and support. A team with all DPS is going to lack durability, while a team with no DPS won't have the damage to secure kills. Think about synergy. Don't just pick heroes based on their power. Consider how their abilities work together. Will your support hero help your tank survive longer, or will they buff your DPS to do even more damage? Adapt to the map and mode. Be sure to choose a composition that works well with the map layout and the game mode. If you're playing a capture mode, you'll need more mobility and support to secure key objectives. That was it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching and have a good one.